Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something we hear almost everywhere now: AI in QA. Okay. So, every conference, every LinkedIn post, every tool demo, they all talk about AI now. But instead of buzzwords, tools, or hype, today I want to talk about what AI actually means for us as QA engineers. Okay. I don't want to discuss what marketing says, not what tool vendors promises you, but what changes for us practically as a QA. Okay. Because right now, I see two extreme beliefs. One, first group believes that the AI will magically solve all our testing problems. Okay, that once AI is added, bugs will disappear and quality will become automatic. And the other group believes that AI will completely replace QAs. Okay, and that tester will become relevant. There will not be any QA role in the future. So I want to say that both of these beliefs, okay, both of them are wrong. So let's slow down and understand this properly. Okay, so what AI really is? When people hear the word AI, they imagine thinking machines. Okay, and machines that understand context, machines that reason with humans, and machine that knows things. Okay, but I want you to know that AI does not think. Okay, AI does not understand your product, and AI does not know your users. So AI is simply very good at one thing, and that is recognizing pattern and predicting what comes next based on data it has seen before. That's it. It doesn't know why something is correct. It doesn't care about quality, and it doesn't understand the risk. Once we understand this, everything becomes crystal clear. Okay, let's take a familiar example like login page testing. Okay, so imagine a login page as a tester. What you do? Okay, you test, you validate username, password, validate credentials, empty fields, boundary values, error messages. You write test cases, you automate them, and your automation script knows what exact steps are there and where to click, enter what value and expect what messages. Very precise, very strict. Now imagine the developer makes a UI, a small UI change. Okay, nothing functional changes, but the button ID changes, the label moves, and the layout is slightly changed. Okay, so suddenly what will happen? Your automation will fail. Let me ask an important question. Did the feature break? No. What has been broken? Your script. And that is a classic QA pain point. So we need to understand where AI can help us. Okay, so this is where AI comes in picture. Not by being smarter than you, but being more flexible. Instead of saying the click element with ID equal to login button, AI based tool says that this element, it looks like the login button based on text position and behavior. So even if the ID changes, the DOM structure changes. Okay, and the UI shifts slightly. Even in those cases also the test can still pass. Notice something very important here. AI did not test better than you. AI did not find bugs magically. AI simply reduced maintenance effort. This is the first truth about AI and QA. So AI reduces friction, and but it does not replace thinking. Now let's talk about AI in test design. Okay, traditionally what we do, you read requirements, you understand business logic, and then you write test cases, right? This takes time and it takes experience. Now with AI, you can give the same requirement to a model and say, please suggest me test scenario for this feature. And what will AI do? It will generate all those happy paths, negative cases, and edge cases. Sound impressive, right? But here is the key thing. The AI is not deciding what is important. It is just only generating possibilities. It doesn't know that which scenarios are high risk, which flow impacts revenue, and which edge cases matters to the user. You still decide that. So the real value here is AI expands your thinking. It does not replace your judgment. Yeah, here's the main thing here. So now we are using AI to test AI. So basically what is being done here, that testing AI systems where traditional QA breaks. Now let's move to something more interesting, okay? Because this is what is being done across many use cases in the industry. And this is where traditional QA methods completely break. Imagine you are testing a meeting summary agent, okay? I'd give you like GitHub Copilot is there. It gives you a transcript of a meeting, it gives you summary. Now tell me, what is the expected output? Okay. If you ask me, I would say there isn't one. Two humans can read the same meeting and produce two different summaries, and both can be correct. So how do we test this? The answer is we cannot do it. Expected outcome or output equals actual output. If we go by that approach, that model is broken. Okay. So this is where QA thinking must change. Instead of asking, did it match expected text, we should ask, did it capture the final discussion or decision? Did it miss any critical risk? Did it hallucinate anywhere that was never said? Did it overemphasize something minor? Did it hide uncertainty? This is no longer binary testing, like uh, true or false, a pass or fail. This is kind of like an intent validation. And here is the interesting part. AI can actually help QA again here. It can take you can take the meeting transcript, the generated summary, your expectation, send this to whole thing to another external agent, and ask them that evaluate whether the summary correctly captures decision risk and actions items or not. And if there are any gaps, please explain them. Now QA is not checking words. Okay, QA is just checking the understanding of it, the coverage of it, the faithfulness of it. So this is a massive shift, okay, from traditional QA thinking to how do we test AI based agents or AI based use cases. Now, the hidden danger here is that the confidence. I'll be very clear about you, okay, about this. That AI will sound confident even if it is wrong. If a meeting bad, confusions, reversals, uncertainty, AI must smoothly tell you that it sounds clean and decisive, and that is very dangerous. A QA engineer must catch missing reversals of decisions, unknown root cause, assumptions presented as facts. AI doesn't know what is risky unless you tell it. So this is where QA becomes more important, okay, not less. You need to understand the difference here. So what does it mean for QA? It means that our jobs are evolving now. Earlier, we focused on steps, expected results, pass or fail, and now we focus on coverage, intent, risk, confidence. So instead of us asking that did it pass or fail, we ask, should we trust this input output or not? This is a much higher value role. Here, I want to tell you about one harsh truth. Okay, and let me say, that because that might not be comfortable. If your QA value is only running test cases and you know executing test cases, then AI is going to replace that part. That for sure. Okay, but if your QA value is understanding behavior, asking the right question, validating decisions, catching silent failures, then AI cannot replace you. In those cases, AI will need your guidance. QA provides that guidance. Okay, so if you have these values, so you don't need to worry about it. So the final thought is, when you hear AI in QA, don't think tools. Okay, let's think about mindset. AI removes repetitive work. QA provides responsibilities. So AI generates output and QA validates truth. So AI is not here to take QA jobs. AI is here to remove boring parts of QA, but only for those who are willing to evolve. If you understand how AI behaves, where it failed, how to validate it, you will not just survive in QA, you will lead. Okay, so that's all from my side, and you know I'll be coming up with new such videos because we have a lot to cover in the AI field. There are lots of other validations and concepts we need to discuss. Okay.